As you can see, I'm out on my porch again. I love being able to do these messages while I look out at this beautiful landscape. When I'm done recording, I'll do a little view for you here. But it's just so beautiful. The sun is over yonder. As you can see, it's all snowy and fieldy and a little bit drippy, but here we are in 2026. How was last week for you? I'm going to be pulling from Rebecca Campbell's Ancient Stones Oracle today. And I think next week I'm going to draw from more than one deck because I haven't done that in a while and I really do enjoy that practice. So I'm going to try and pull my cards up here higher. I tend to hold them down close to my womb, but I would like you to be able to see as I feel for the messages here. Be the mountain, slow and steady. Foundations, patience. Notice in your own being how, as I pull each card and show it to you, before I start really speaking about it, is there something that pops up for you? What comes forward? Stone Goddess, unwavering love and support. Maternal line. Wow, beautiful. Let's do one more here today. 3 is such a magical and powerful number. I think that's often why I feel drawn to pull 3 cards. You know, when I'm doing readings for other people, oftentimes we'll do 3-card pulls, but with a different sort of context on a challenge or something specific that that person is wanting to talk about or work through. And in those instances, I do, you know, like a past, present, future, you know? So anyway, okay. Live the question. This is our last card. Live the question, curiosity, open your mind, live into it. Easier said than done sometimes. So as I sit here with this spread, I'm going to move them to my lap and off of this table here. This is such a beautiful card for me. I hope also for you here right now. I don't believe my messages are for everyone, but I believe that if you're here listening to this, watching this, these are for you. So be the mountain. Perfect for wintertime right here with this snowy peak. You'll hear a car passing down the road. Slow and steady, foundations and patience. So this is a reminder that we can get ahead of ourselves sometimes, or have this, especially in this world where everything's at the tips of our fingertips, that we, you know, order something online, we expect it to be here within a few days. We can look online for an answer. We're just in this fast-paced world, right? But not everything happens fast. Not everything happens on our timeline. And it's important that we slowly, steadily continue to build our foundations, to be patient as much as is possible, to wait for that growth. Just like, you know, growing a baby in our womb. Once we get pregnant, yes, there's life in that womb. Is that baby ready yet to be out in the world? No, actually, that would be really dangerous if we birthed our babies when they were just a few weeks old inside of us. Like, they need that full gestation, that 9 months. And 9 months can feel like so long, but now that I'm here in my 43rd year here on this earth, like 9 months is really just the drop of a hat. It's so quick. I cannot believe that my son is 9 years old. So be the mountain, slow and steady, foundations and patience. If you're like me, you probably have been feeling impatient. Like, you have these goals, you have these dreams, you have this vision of what your future life will be like, or what you expected or want it, desire it to be like. And sometimes we have to wait for it. Just like cookies in the oven or baking bread. What other things come to mind right now? Even like the season. So right now we're in winter here, and I'm so loving it. It's actually been a really mild winter. There hasn't been that much snow, and oh, it's here now. And when she's gone, I will need to wait another year before winter returns here in this same place of the earth. And I love the quote about, a flower doesn't hurry to bloom. A flower isn't looking around, comparing themselves to the other flowers. Like, can you be the flower? Can you be the seed in the earth right now in the darkness, growing those roots and slowly, steadily growing along so that you can rise up come spring through the soil, and then, in the peak, to bloom your beautiful flower. And can you do all of that without rushing? This is also a practice I've been having with my kids, like trying to rush them less, to say, to tell them they're being too slow, I find myself hurrying them sometimes. And I recently, maybe at the end I'll go grab this book, my mom for Christmas, she sent us these books that were these stories from her mother. So my maternal grandmother had written out these stories, and some of them were printed in a newspaper, and she found them going through some things, and she put them into this book with some photos and sent them to us. And so I have just been like devouring these stories, and one of them talks about not hurrying the children. And also we can extrapolate that to ourselves. Like, we all have that inner child, and we've all been hurried, and we feel the pressure sometimes to hurry along. And yet the magic is in the everyday life. Like, and right now, I'm gonna turn and show, but the sun is just like peeking out now in a way that it wasn't just a few minutes ago. The sun is peeking through these clouds, and just, you might see the glow of our sun on my face as she peeks through the clouds more and more. And like, what a gift, even just this moment, this beautiful moment that I get to share with you all. I hope that you feel the love and nourishment and joy in these moon soul messages that I record for you every week. Next card, Stone Goddess, unwavering love and support. That's so funny. I know. Okay. I looked at this card already, but so funny that I was just talking about my maternal line, my maternal lineage. And tomorrow is actually my grandmother, the same grandmother, Elsie. It is her birthday. She is no longer earthside. She's out and about, but I feel her energy. I feel the connection to her. I feel the love, the devotion. And remember that even if you don't know the names of your ancestors, of your maternal line, maybe even you were adopted, you're like, I don't even know who these people are, but know that you have a maternal lineage. And in my perspective, like, if we speak to our well ancestors, like, our well ancestors are there, and we can be in relationship with them even if we don't know them by name. And they are offering unwavering love and support at all times. Love and support from your maternal line. So remember that she's always there, and you can always look to her, talk to her, call to her, ask questions. Oh, the light is getting even better. I might have to flip the phone around for you again. So I'm going to invite you right now to place a hand on your heart if you like, and maybe one on your womb. And remember that you, the little egg that you grew from, that you started from, you lived in your grandmother's womb when your grandmother held your mother. and the mother before that, and mother and mother and mother and mother, right? Like we all are descendants of mothers. Mothers birthed us all into this world. And take a moment and just say hi. Say hi to that great-great-great-grandmother that you never knew. Feel their presence. Feel their love. Feel the devotion. Feel the steadiness, right? I feel like here in this realm, we're like all worried about, you know, bills and life and structure, and yet off in the other world, they're not worried about those things, right? Like they are free in a way that we're not. And so they can share a little bit of that energy with us. So ask for just a little bit of that ease and trust and love and knowing. Feel it. Yeah. Maybe take another couple of breaths here. And I'm just gonna turn my phone around again, because that sky, wow. Isn't she lovely? I almost feel like I should turn my whole self around, but I'm not going to right now. I'm gonna finish these moon soul messages with you. Okay, last card. Live the question. Curiosity, open your mind, live into it. What are you feeling unsure about right now? And how can you get curious about the answer? Like, don't go to your phone. Don't ask a friend. Get curious within your own being. We all have so many more answers and so much inside of us that we don't even access or acknowledge. Like, can you look inside yourself right now and feel into the answer? Can you open your mind to the possibilities? Can you live into the question more and more? Can you? Will you? Are you willing to do that? Can you do that? Can you try it? Even for a few minutes. That's my challenge to you. Can you live into the question and open your mind and be curious about a possibility, a solution that you never saw, never thought of, never expected, right? Like some of my biggest, and they're normally the simplest, most easy solutions to a problem are the ones that we didn't expect or think of right off the bat. So be the mountain, keep going, walk the path, be steady, be patient. Remember that you are being supported by your maternal lineage every single day, every single second. So if you haven't made a daily or weekly or any sort of practice to commune with your ancestors, now is a good time to start, whether that's having a little altar, just speaking to them in your mind, or setting a place for them at your table. Maybe you want to learn their names, maybe you don't, but remember that your ancestors, especially your mother line, they are supporting you, your well ancestors, and we all have well ancestors. Yes, we probably also have ancestors that aren't so well, but we do have well ancestors. And be curious, live into the question, expect answers where you weren't expecting them before, and have a beautiful week, and I'll see you on the new moon. Sending you so much love always.